This is how you stay out of debt forever, point blank, period. It will literally not be possible for you to be in debt, drowning in debt, as long as you follow these 2 keys. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Now, you would think by now I'd be used to talking to a camera, but I'm not gonna lie, like when you decide to make a YouTube channel to get on here, you know, it'd be kind of weird, man, but hey, it's all good. We're gonna do it, don't worry about it. It's only 2 things that you gotta do. There's 2 things you have to do simultaneously, 2 things you should do simultaneously, but there's 2 things that you gotta do in order to stay out of debt forever. So anytime during this video, if you hear something that you like, you can hit that like button, share it with somebody that you think needs to hear it, share it to your page to get this information out. But yeah, this is how you stay out of debt forever. So key number one to staying out of debt forever, live within your means. Live within your means. Every financial guru, every rich person, every wealthy person, even, you know, people that are just comfortable and well off will tell you the value of living within your means and how powerful and how simple it actually is. It really isn't all that hard. It just takes a little discipline. A lot of times we tend to just spend frivolously, right? A lot of people don't really have a set budget. A lot of people don't really manage their money very well. So you wind up actually spending more money every month than what you're bringing in. This is why it's hard for people to properly utilize credit to build wealth, because of the fact that they have no financial discipline. But I mean, I don't want to get too deep into that. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you're living within your means. Meaning, right, your expenses, your income monthly needs to be more than, well, I said that backwards. Your income monthly, right, needs to be more than the amount that you have to spend every month. Don't spend more money than you actually have. Do not spend more money than you actually have. Stop doing that. Stop it. You don't have to do that, all right? You don't have to go to Starbucks every single day. You could just, you know, buy some coffee and make it at home and get a little canteen and, you know what I'm saying, sip your water on the way to work. Just shout out to the laundry for being so loud right now, but it's all good. We're going to do this. So living within your means, making sure that you actually go over your budget, and I'll have another video about that. I'll actually, you know, link it down below. But make sure that you live within your means, go over your budget. Actually look at, you know what I'm saying, how much money you're spending, including if you have any store cards, credit cards, things of that nature, because like, you might not think about it, but the little things add up, right? If you have a Starbucks, card, if you have like a Walmart credit card, if you have an Amazon credit card, you know, Victoria's Secret, like Amazon, wherever you like to shop, if you have all these different credit cards, where it's like, you know, you're getting a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, money adds up fast. You only have to make 5 $20 purchases to spend $100. 5 $20 purchases. You have to think about that. $20, that's like what, a meal, a dinner date, I mean, a movie date, you know, it's not a whole lot of money. But if you do that 5 times in 1 week, that's $100. If you do that every single week, that's $400 extra that you're spending. You know, if you're gonna spend $400, you can buy a piece of stock on Robinhood. I have a video about that too. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna get right though, man. We're gonna help get you from between rags and riches. It's a hard place to be. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna go on to key number 2. This is something that you wanna do simultaneously. And like I said, if you heard something you like, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's gonna be videos every other day. Yeah. Hey, but look though, check it out. Number 2, right? You wanna consistently increase the gap between your income and your expenses. Now I know that pretty much ties into number 1, but this one is a little bit different. Number 1 is more about managing your money. Number 2 is more about actively eliminating debt and increasing your income simultaneously. You want to consistently keep making more money than what you're spending, but you also want to increase that gap. So let's say, you know, 1 month, and it can be little stuff like everybody focuses on starting a business. Everybody focuses on, you know, building a brand and all that other stuff. Listen, there's a lot of simple stuff that you can do, right? If you got stuff sitting around the house, you can start selling stuff on eBay, you probably got like 5 TVs that you don't use. I know people like that. I know people that have like a bunch of flat screen TVs they don't use. They have a laptop in their closet. And a lot of times it's not that this stuff is like broken. It's not that there's really anything wrong with it. It's just over time, you know, Black Friday sales or, you know, holiday sales or gifts of that nature, you know, things like that. You just wind up accumulating and acquiring stuff. So honestly, if you're one of those people that just have acquired a bunch of stuff, go online, go on these Facebook groups and sell some of it. You know what I'm saying? That's some game right there. That's a legitimate thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, clean up your house, gather all of your quote unquote junk, right? Sit down and decide, okay, what am I going to keep? What am I going to get rid of? Sell it. Get rid of it. Even if you sell it to family members for, you know, the low or whatever, you know, sell it and use that money and apply it to outstanding debts and pay things down. Don't treat yourself by spending your money and having less financial power later on, because that's really what money is. That's why we call it currency, right? Money is financial power. It's a form of power. That's all it is. It's a form of holding and exchanging value, goods, and services. So constantly increase the gap between your income and your expenses. And honestly, that's what wealth is. That's really like the true definition of wealth, because you can make $100,000, but if you spend $120,000, you're $20,000 in debt. You can make $1 million a month, but if you're spending $1.2 million a month, you're $0.2 million in debt, period. So if you're always living within your means and you're constantly increasing the gap between your expenses and your income, you can't lose. That's how you stay out of debt. Boom. Sounds easy. It takes a lot of discipline though. It takes a lot of discipline, but if you have a different mindset, if you stay around like-minded people, if you reprogram yourself, if you form some better habits, I promise you that you can do it. So, if you like this video, show me some love, hit that like button. If you hated the video, hit me with that dislike, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody needs to hear it, put it in their inbox, share it to your page. But, hey, we all gonna get up from between rags and riches, man. It's a hard place to be. I don't feel like enough people are really addressing this niche and this part of, I guess, society, whatever, like middle class America. Because you got so many videos out there talking about, you know, starting a business and investing in real estate and investing in stocks and forex trading, drop shipping, e-commerce, MLM, you know, all this different stuff, consulting. But it's like, dude, like, I have a job. What about the people that have a job and they're like, man, I want some more money, but I don't want to get a second job and my job won't promote me? Where do I start? This is where you start. You start by keeping yourself out of debt forever. All right, check out the other videos on the channel. There's going to be plenty of stuff out here, man. I told you every other day. Every other day, man. Every other day. We in here. Be blessed.